In the practice this morning, I also added eye exercises. Now, eye exercises are really powerful. So with the eye exercises that we did this morning, we made 3 circles anti-clockwise, and then 3, we stopped, we rested, and then we did 3 circles clockwise. So you always do it in that order. You do anti-clockwise first, because anti-clockwise is more disorganizing. So the children that are already disorganized, it's easier for them to do it. And then you always end with clockwise. So I think that is stage 2 of eye exercises, is the circles. Now, when you do the eye exercises, what happens is that the messages go back through the optic nerve and into the brain. So they're very organizing for the system. I had a group of children that came on a course, not this course, a different course, a long time ago. There was one child with dyspraxia, one child with dyslexia, one child with ADHD, one child with trauma, everybody disorganized. So we were in this position here like we did today, and I said to them, okay, take one arm up and the other leg back. And they all went like this, all of them, because they couldn't cross the midline of their body. So we came back down here, we did eye exercises, we went back, they all did it. I love those moments, because they really prove how powerful these practices are. Now, you have different situations with children. Some children have one eye that's strong, one eye that goes in one direction, or is much weaker than the other eye. And you can do the eye exercises separately. You can just block one eye and do one eye at a time. Because the strong eye will always lead and the weaker eye perhaps won't do it. So she asked, do you use something to help the child visually to take the movement? The answer is yes. In fact, that's what I usually do. I would start with the weaker one. I would start with the weaker one, go to the stronger one, go back to the weaker one. So you give the weaker one more. Now, I generally don't bring eye exercises in straight away to the practice, in the first 1 or 2 sessions, because I need to know the child first. And the eye exercise, these circle exercises are not for epilepsy. Now, epilepsy is interesting because even if they have medication to stop the epilepsy, it doesn't mean they don't have epilepsy. It means that the medication is suppressing the epilepsy. Okay? No inversions for epilepsy either. Okay, now the beginning, so phase 1 of eye exercises might be just to learn how to track across, for the child to track, and to track up and down. So sitting up with your thumb out straight in front of you, I recommend that you put your hand on your chin, because otherwise your head is going to go like that when you take your arm out. And you're going to take your hand out to the side, not your head. You're just watching it with your eyes until you can't see your hand anymore. And then you're going to bring it back. You're going to bring the other thumb up, then you drop the first one, and then you do the other side. And then you come back to the center, and then you go up and you go down. And then you come back to the center, and then you close your eyes. And again, you let you bring some heat into the palms of your hands while your eyes are closed, and you rest your eyes in your hands. It's really important that after the eye exercises, that you close the eyes, you allow the eyes to relax, and that you do this to allow the eyes to absorb the energy and to absorb the benefits of the practice as well. The question is do you open your eyes inside your hands? Yes, because then your eyes can absorb the energy that you've created when you bring some friction between the palms of your hands. Now, if you're working with children who are on the autistic spectrum who are not making eye contact, no eye exercises until they're ready. They have to be able to be here to make eye contact with you to be able to do eye exercises. And what we need to remember is that the eyes are also muscles. So these exercises are also getting the eye muscles strong. My optician is convinced that the only reason my eyes haven't got worse in 25 years, I have the same prescription, 25 years, is because I do eye exercises. And certainly I've seen, if you think about the development of a younger child, in order to read, you have to be able to track along a line, right? So it feels important to help the development of the child for their optimum function. So the question is, do you go up and down? You do, and you go side to side. And I think what's important is that you end back in the center. And then you close the eyes. So we've done this with groups of children as well. So what we do sometimes is we have them all in a line and they follow a circle on, you take a torchlight, right? And you make a circle with the light on the wall for them to follow, either there, or the circles, wherever you are with those children. And the thing is that you know when the children are doing it or not, because they're going to move their heads. If they're not moving their heads, they're not doing it. But you need to really encourage them. We've also stood behind children and helped them. So if you have enough adults helping with the children, you help them. So you bring their hand out. And again, you know if they're doing it or not, because their head will turn a little bit. So in one session, you either do this and this. When they can do this when they can track and they can do that well, then the next session, you can do circles, okay? You don't bring both in the same session. It's too much for the eyes. So the question is, do you do this for children with cerebral palsy with less motor control? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, but not if they have epilepsy. So the question was, do you hold the face? If they're going like this, yes. If they're just going a little bit, no. Because what I want them to do is move their eyes, not their head, really.